MTV Cribs was a show back in the day that was peak goals. It showcased celebrities living lavishly. When it came to hip-hop, there was no shortage of huge mansions, expensive whips, large pools, jacuzzis, and aquariums, everything a young rap fan would think their favorite MC would own. But here's the thing, turns out a lot of what we saw in Cribs was about as real as a rapper's platinum chain from the mall. Still, even if some of it was capped, it made for legendary TV. So today we're throwing it back to the most outrageous, honest, and straight up hilarious rapper moments in MTV Cribs history. Let's start with the go to realness, Redman. It was 2001 in Staten Island. 2 bed, 2 bath, no sheets, a shoebox full of money.
You know how you got a shoebox of in your house? Well, I keep that in the kitchen. This is what I call the dollar box.
Cousin passed out on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's my cousin right there. He be knocked out over here, chilling in the cut.
This man's fridge had just baking soda in it with some fish fillets. You know it was real. And Redman later said he wanted to stand out because all these other rappers had places that looked too clean and too Hollywood.
And then I saw all the MTV Cribs that was going on. I was like, yo, the house is too clean. Yo, serious. It's like it was boring.
That episode didn't just keep it real, it made history out of reality. Then there's Nelly, the country grammar king at a lakeside mansion in St. Louis that he brought to Cribs in 2002. Cars, fish tanks, and just vibes.
I said you got the big fish tank. The fish in here are all African cichlids. A lot of different colors.
But now Nelly says he regrets showing off that house. Why? Because flexing your location on national TV kind of makes you a target with people actually pulling up in their boats to the rapper's dock out back.
When I did it, there was no gate. There was no gate on the house, and people were pulling their boats up to the dock. My mom is out by the pool. We moved. We got gates and after that, so.
Still, when it aired, bro looked like he was living in the lap of luxury. Now let's talk about 50 Cent. This man's house at the time, a Connecticut palace that used to be owned by Mike Tyson. 51,000 square feet, 19 bedrooms, 35 bathrooms. Like, who needs that many toilets? The 2000 episode with 50 made sure every room screamed, "I'm richer than you," including one with the teddy bear he named Kanye just so he could drop kick it on TV during their beef.
This is Kanye West. Kanye West, the teddy bear, and here's 50 Cent.
And yes, in case you were wondering, 50 had his own strip club on the property, because of course he did.
For adult entertainment. Swing. Swing, hold a big girl.
Then there's Snoop Dogg. His Cribs episode in 2004 was peak West Coast. Basketball court? Check. Dog kennel? Naturally. G-Wall with Dre and Pac? You already know.
Neighbor over there used to get on my nerves. He used to always call the police on me and say I've made loud noise and party hardy. I'm a young man, you know what I'm saying? I was born to party, you did?
Snoop even had Cristal in the fridge of his Claremont, California mansion.
My favorite, Cristal. What would life be without it?
Tell me your early 2000s without telling me your early 2000s. Do people still even drink that stuff? Birdman and Lil Wayne turned their MTV Cribs episode in 2002 into a cash money party. Jacuzzi in the living room.
I want to show y'all the whole little front. You know, we got the jacuzzi. We come home sometime, we just want to chill, and we ain't want no furniture. We gonna just do something different.
A game room that looked like it was built by Twitch streamers from the future. Wayne called the New Orleans home exotic but gangsta. Honestly, I ain't mad at that.
Exotic but gangster, you know. We from the hood, anything look good to us.
But not everything was as it seemed. In 2022, Weird History broke it down. 50 and Bow Wow rented those cars. Birdman's fancy Chevy belonged to someone else. And Redman, MTV allegedly begged him to rent a fancier spot, and he said nah. That makes this episode even more legendary. Now, if you're wondering where MTV Cribs went, they actually brought it back in 2021. Big Sean, Rick Ross, and more got the new era treatment. But the reboot hasn't dropped a new episode since 2023. I guess TikTok killed the TV star. All right, so with all the nostalgia, what was your favorite MTV Cribs moment? Who do you think was faking the flex? And who really lived that life? Let us know in the comments below. Visit the XXL store to buy merch. Hit subscribe to see more videos from XXL.